sis.
Oh, hey Jade, what's up?
Well, I didn't want to say anything with yours and Finn's wedding coming up. There's something you should know, but I would hate to ruin your big day.
That's clearly not true, as you brought whatever this is up.
Ugh, you're always so bossy and snappy. Here I am trying to help you, and all you can be bothered with is yelling at me. Maybe I shouldn't tell you what I know. You don't deserve it after being so horrible to me. Although, that would be no fun.
Jade, just tell me already.
Fine, fine. Me and Finn totally slept together.
What? When did this happen?
Couple of weeks ago. At his stag do. LOL.
How did this happen?
Well, I was out with a couple of friends that night at the bar, just having a bit of fun. I noticed Finn with his friends and decided to be a good sister-in-law and say hello. I didn't want him to think I was being rude. And, well, from there on, he was all over me all night long.
There's no way he would do that. He loves me.
You keep telling yourself that. Honestly, I don't know why you're so surprised. It's so obvious that he wants to be with me and not you. Every time he comes over to visit, he's always looking at me and smiling. Us hooking up was bound to happen sooner or later.
How can you be so cruel?
Cruel? I'm not being cruel. You are. Why are you trying to marry a man that I clearly like? I'm the one who deserves to be with Finn, not you. That's why I messaged. You really just need to back off now and let me and Finn get married instead. We are a way better match than you are.
Why on earth would you think that?
He's handsome and I'm gorgeous, way more than you are, and you know it. He's also successful and I deserve to be spoiled and treated like a princess. Something that he could happily do for me. So you need to get lost. Like, now.
I'm not doing anything until I know what has happened.
If you want to know so badly, just look at the photo I just emailed you. Pretty solid proof there.
What the? Why have you got a picture of you kissing my fiancé?
I already told you, he wants me, not you. And this picture clearly proves it.
All it proves is that you're a horrible sister who's tried to steal my fiancé.
Whatever. Look, go throw your tantrum somewhere else, okay? Just make sure it's well away from me and Finn.
This isn't the end of this conversation. Finn, we need to talk.
Hey, sweetie, what's wrong?
I'm going to ask you something and I need you to be completely honest with me, okay?
What is it? Well, what's happened?
Did you cheat on me with my sister?
What? No, of course not. Why would you think that?
Because Jade sent me a picture showing you and her kissing on the night of your stag do. So, there better be a good explanation for this because it looks an awful lot like you are cheating on me.
Look, I didn't want to say anything, but...
So you admit it? You actually cheated on me with my sister?
No, let me explain. That night with the guys, we hit a few bars before we ended up in that one. I was a bit tipsy, but not drunk. You know how my stomach can't handle drunk well. Anyway, your sister was there and I could see that she was almost blackout drunk. So were most of her friends.
That sounds like Jade.
I did anything bad to happen to her. I mean, she's your sister, so I went over and asked if she would like me to call a cab for her. Next thing I know, she's forcing herself on me and kissing me. I pushed her off as quickly as I could. I had no clue that one of her friends had taken a photo of it.
Wow, she is so drunk. But why didn't you tell me about what had happened?
Rob was making a video for his girlfriend and he even caught it on camera. I can send it to you. I knew your relationship with your sister was quite rocky already, and I didn't want to cause even more of a rift between you two. I figured she was so drunk that she hadn't realized who I was and kissed me by accident.
Oh, it was no accident. She's been going on at me, saying that you two slept together and that you want to marry her instead of me now.
That isn't true at all. I love you and nobody else on earth could ever come close.
I love you too. Thank you for being honest with me. Now, I've just got to deal with Jade. Jade, you there?
Finally come to your senses, huh? You're going to leave me and Finn to our happily ever after?
No, you're the one who's going to leave me and Finn alone. He explained everything. How you forced yourself on him and were so drunk you could barely stand.
Of course he'd say that. He's trying to save face.
So then why does this video show him telling the truth?
What video?
I've just emailed it to you. One of Finn's friends was recording the evening. He caught everything on video.
So, that doesn't prove anything. Finn clearly just knew that we were being filmed and he was trying to be sneaky about us. You still need to back off. We have an actual connection, unlike you.
Whatever, Jade. If you don't drop this, I'm going to be forced to do something that you really won't like.
Ah, look at you trying to be all tough. Well, I know someone who's going to take my side.
And who's that?
Mom. You know she'll do anything to make me happy.
It doesn't really matter as it isn't up to her who Finn or I marry.
Just you wait. One way or another, I'm going to be with Finn. even if I have to ruin your wedding.
Autumn, answer your phone right now.
Mom, what's wrong?
How dare you steal Jade's boyfriend from her?
What?
Don't try and act all innocent with me. Jade told me all about how her and Finn really hit it off and had a special connection, then you came and ruined it. You are not to marry Finn, you understand?
That's not something that you get to decide. Besides, Jade lied to you. She never had anything with Finn and she made the whole story up.
How convenient. Look, you need to stop being so selfish and do what I tell you to do.
And why should I do that?
Because Jade deserves to be happy. She's sweet and innocent, and it's truly horrible of you to try and steal away the man who makes her happy. You know she doesn't get out much between all of her charity work and extra schooling, so for you to steal the first boyfriend she had is disgusting.
Wait. What are you on about charity work and schooling? Jade hasn't worked for a charity a day in her life. As for her schooling, she bribed people at her school to do her work for her, so I doubt she's taking extra lessons.
That's not true. Stop lying about your sister.
I don't know where you got this image of her being so sweet and innocent, but I'm telling you now it's a lie.
I'm not listening to you anymore. Just know that I'm warning you. If you don't stop your wedding and give Finn back to your sister, then I'll have to take matters into my own hands.
And what does that mean?
I will show everyone the photo of Finn and Jade together and explain how you stole him away from her.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you know what to do if you don't want that to happen.
Yes, you know what? I do.
So, Autumn, I see that you haven't called off the wedding. Do you seriously think that I won't go through with my threat?
Oh, I don't doubt that you will. Jade has always been your favorite and you'd do anything for her.
You can't be surprised that she is, given your behavior. So why haven't you given her Finn back yet?
Well, you see, there's just one thing I thought you ought to see before you make any final decisions. I've just sent you a video. I think you'll find it quite interesting.
What on earth is this? What's Jade doing? Who's that man she's with?
That was Jade's 19th birthday. She went out clubbing with her friends, sneaking into bars whilst underage and drinking. A lot. The man she's with? Well, he was a complete stranger.
But she's...
Yeah, she doesn't care who it is, as long as she has fun.
Why would you show me this?
To prove to you that she isn't the sweet and innocent girl that you believe she is. She's manipulative, rude, and incredibly cruel. She even stole your credit card to pay for that night.
But I lost that card at the grocery store.
No, she stole it and used it to party. The only reason she wants me and Finn to split up is because she's jealous of me. She doesn't want me getting married and having a happy life. But if you or Jade tried to ruin my marriage, I'll post this video all over the internet. And trust me, that's not even the worst one I have of her.
Fine. I won't interfere with you or Finn, and I'll make sure that Jade behaves as well.
Thank you. But I hope you know that neither you nor Jade are invited to the wedding. Not after the way you've treated me.
Fine. Have it your way.
What did you do?
I simply showed her your true colors. She obviously doesn't approve of stealing people's credit cards and partying with strangers.
You told her about that?
And showed her the video.
You witch. You've ruined my life.
No, I've just showed Mom the truth. You've ruined your own life. And if you don't want me to post these videos all over the internet, then you'll leave me and Finn alone.
Ugh, fine.
By the way, from this moment on, we're no longer sisters. I don't need such a toxic person in my life.
You can't just cut me off?
Yes, I can. Goodbye, Jade. I hope you have a nice life. After this conversation, I blocked Jade on every platform and Finn did the same. We got married the next day in a beautiful ceremony which was attended by our friends and family who loved us and supported us. My mother and sister weren't there. Finn and I went on to live a wonderful life and are currently expecting our second baby. Mom ended up kicking Jade out of the house, tired of her freeloading and selfish attitude. Whilst Mom and I don't have the best relationship, it's nice to see her starting to do things for herself instead of believing everything Jade tells her. As for Jade, she tried to get in contact with me and Finn, but we both ignored her. Seeing that she wasn't getting anywhere with us, she left town and moved to the city where, last I heard, she had gotten a part-time job at a restaurant she hates.
I'm going out drinking again today, so I won't be needing dinner.
What? You're going out for drinks? Didn't I tell you that I wasn't feeling well today? Did you forget that I told you to come home early because of that? I might have to go to the hospital.
Oh, yeah. But we already got reservations. Why don't you just go to the hospital yourself?
What are you saying? Didn't you say you would look after the kids?
Just leave them at home. It'll be fine.
I'm being serious. They're only 1 and 3 years old. There's no way I can just leave them alone at home.
Then why don't you take them with you to the hospital?
I can't just take the kids out when I'm so weak like this. That's why you really need to come home. Please?
Nope, can't do that. Today's a really special occasion. My boss is even coming. I can't just not attend because of my wife.
But my symptoms just keep getting worse. Can't you do this for me, just for today? Please come home soon.
I already told you that I can't. Don't be so naggy. If you're gonna hold a grudge against anyone, hold it against my boss. This is a very special occasion, so you should have told me sooner.
That's not what this is about. You're not doing this on purpose, are you?
Doing what on purpose?
Whenever I need you, suddenly you're busy with something. Are you doing this on purpose because you hate taking care of the kids?
Of course not. You're delusional. I'm happy to take care of the kids. On the condition that you do my work instead of me.
And didn't you say recently that you suddenly had to work overtime? Was that really the truth?
Why are you bringing this up now? Of course I was telling the truth. How could I make up a lie like that?
You've been working hard, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. You finally understand. My new boss seriously can't get anything done on his own. That's why he's always giving me more work to do.
Oh, you're actually working overtime.
Why are you saying it that way? Shouldn't it be obvious?
But with that said, you always come home smelling like alcohol. Do you go drinking after working overtime?
Oh, you caught me. I do, and it's because I get tired after having to work overtime. Shouldn't that be a good enough reason?
Is that why our savings have been cut recently?
You really pay close attention, huh? You're right about that. My new boss loves expensive alcohol. And I'm the one who has to go out drinking with him.
Oh, your new boss is that type, huh? And you'll want me to run a bath for you when you get home, right?
Now you're catching on to things. Taking a nice hot bath after drinking is the best feeling in the world. I want to rip my clothes off and hop in the tub immediately when I get home.
I see.
Okay, I'm heading back to work now.
Wait, hold on. Seriously, you need to come home early today.
I've invited the boss over to the house for tomorrow. So get to cleaning. You and the kids should go somewhere.
Why are you saying this all of a sudden? Didn't I tell you that I'm sick? Why would you invite your boss over in these circumstances? There's no way he can come.
Huh? I wasn't asking if it was okay with you or not. My boss says he wants to come, so I can't argue with that. You and the kids should go somewhere else.
Are you even listening? My body is so weak right now. Don't tell me to go out and take the kids somewhere. There's no way I can do that in this state.
How was I supposed to know? You're the one in the wrong here since you don't take care of yourself properly. I'm just following my stupid new boss's orders. You should shut up and do what your husband says.
This is so uncalled for. There's no way I can just take the kids somewhere when I'm feeling ill. Hang out with your boss somewhere else.
Why can't you follow such a simple request? And don't forget to clean the house. It'd be embarrassing if the house was as messy as it usually is.
But I always keep things clean. You have a lot to say for someone who has never cleaned the house before.
Huh? You think you've been keeping the house clean? You're seriously not cut out to be a housewife.
And you've seriously never helped out around the house.
I'm busy with work! You keep making me say the same thing.
I have asked for your help many times, but you've never helped me even once. And today, you're leaving your sick wife behind to go out drinking. I'm also tired.
I'm tired every day. You have it good being in the house all day, yet you complain like a spoiled child about being sick.
I caught a cold from the kids.
So it's your fault then, right? It's because you don't make the kids wash their hands properly. If you did things the right way, then they would have never gotten sick in the first place.
Are you seriously saying that?
Of course I am. Well, that's how things are, so deal with it. I'm going drinking now.
Your plans for today and tomorrow won't work.
Huh? Are you still going on about this? You're such a useless wife. I'm going out drinking, so why don't you go to the hospital on your own?
Your life is over.
What?
I've gone back home to my parents' place. I can no longer go along with this anymore.
Huh? You can't just make decisions on your own like that. Who will care for me?
Who will care for you? You're not a child anymore, so why don't you care for yourself? I'm the one who's been taking care of our 2 children and my poor physical health. I can no longer take care of a big baby like you.
But I'm the one who's been providing for you. So shouldn't you have to take care of me?
I already know everything.
Huh?
You always blame your new boss for going out drinking. But what are you really doing?
What do you mean? I'm always just drinking with my coworkers.
I asked your new boss's wife about this. She said he goes home right after he finishes work.
Huh?
I'm actually good friends with your new boss's wife. I ran into her when I was dropping something off at the office. Since then, we've been keeping in touch from time to time.
Really? Why would you hide something like that from me?
Because you always talk trash about your new boss. I thought you wouldn't like it if I told you, so I just kept quiet about it. But I asked the wife something recently.
No, you're kidding, right?
She said that the employees of your company never go out drinking. And that the boss never makes you work overtime.
Maybe you're confused with a different boss.
There's only one new boss at your company. And I heard that you always leave work on time. All this information has been confirmed.
What do you think you're doing?
Can you just answer a simple question? What have you been doing all this time?
I just went out drinking with my coworkers.
Oh, so you want to play dumb.
What? So you don't believe me?
I've already compiled all the evidence.
What evidence? What are you talking about?
I hired an investigator.
Huh? What have you been getting up to? What was the investigator even investigating?
What you do after work. I thought you were being suspicious, so I had him carry out an investigation. And the results were shocking, as expected. A woman's intuition never fails.
What are you talking about? What did you find out?
You always take a bath right when you get home, right? And that's only when you get home late. And that's why I thought your behavior was strange.
What do you mean?
And on those days, I can smell perfume on you. Specifically, a feminine fragrance.
You're lying. There's no way you could notice that.
Don't doubt a wife who's always looking after her husband. I thought it wasn't good for me to doubt you, so I hired an investigator.
The fact that you even hired an investigator shows how little you trust me. Stop messing around.
Things would have been fine if the investigator hadn't found anything suspicious. But unfortunately, I received the results of the investigation today. It's especially bad hearing this news when I'm already not feeling well.
I can't believe you would believe something that some investigator says.
It's not only what he said, since there's photographic evidence as well. There's a picture of you going into a hotel with some girl, and a picture of you two leaving the hotel holding hands.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm a guy, so I make some mistakes.
Sometimes? This seems like a repeated offense.
Did you really find out that much? Investigating me is really uncalled for.
You're the one who did something wrong here. You just wish that I hadn't found out.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
And that's not all I found.
Huh? What else? I haven't done anything worse than this.
I had no idea you were so into gambling. It's not like you only go occasionally. Some days you lose a lot and drown your sorrows in alcohol. And other days you win, so you go out drinking to celebrate.
What's wrong with that? It's my money, so let me use it how I please.
You're right. That's why we should get divorced.
Divorce? Hold on a second. Why are you saying this so suddenly? No matter what happens, don't you think you're being a bit too dramatic?
Dramatic? You go off to hotels with random girls and waste your money on gambling. Don't you think that's reason enough for me to want a divorce?
I won't accept this. And you're just a housewife. If you become single, then you won't be able to get by on your own.
I started working remotely. I'm making a decent amount of money. I can take care of myself and the kids.
What? You can't just make these decisions on your own? You've been hiding too much from me.
Who's the one who has been hiding things? You're the one who got caught doing bad things. I wasn't planning on hiding anything from you, but you always come home late. So there was no chance for me to tell you anything.
But that's still unfair of you. I can't believe you would get a job and want a divorce. I'm gonna make you pay for the damages.
What are you saying? There's no way you're the one who will be getting paid in this situation. I'm the one who should be getting paid.
You're the one saying that we're getting divorced, while I'm the one who says I'll provide for you. I will not approve this divorce.
But you're the cause of this divorce.
I'm telling you that I don't approve.
If that's how you're going to act, I have a strong person on my side, just so you know.
Huh? What is this about? Another investigator? An investigator's only job is to investigate, right?
No, I'm talking about my lawyer mother.
What? Your mom?
I told you I was going home to my parents.
Hold on a second. Your mom is a lawyer?
She is. You had no interest in my family, which is why you don't know. I've already told my mother everything.
Wait a second. I didn't know your mom was a lawyer. And what did you tell her?
Since I found out such bad things, I'm pretty sure you will be charged a pretty hefty fine for all the damages. So good luck with your work.
Hold on a second. Let me explain. I had no idea it would come to this.
By the way, my mother is totally livid.
Oh.
Well, what do you expect? Her daughter tells her husband that she doesn't feel well, yet he lies and goes out to mess around, cheating and gambling.
I'm sorry. Please, forgive me, just this once. I'll make sure to come home on time from now on.
Things are better not having you around. I'm going to live my life with some support from my parents. I have no use for you any longer.
Don't say that. I beg you, please come home. I'll apologize to you.
A useless husband is just excess baggage. You go out and have a fun life without me. From now on, you're just a stranger to me. Good riddance. Nate rushed to Haley's parents' house and begged for forgiveness. However, he was kicked out by Haley's angered mother and was forced to pay a decent sum of money for the damages. At his work, Nate's boss found out about everything and lost it. Nate gained a bad reputation within the company, so after losing his place where he had felt like he belonged, he decided to quit. After that, Haley worked well remotely while receiving support from her parents, and is raising her kids with no difficulty. In the end, Nate lost everything due to his own wrongdoings. Well, that's karma.